up, guys? Here, let me turn my brightness up. You know what? Fuck it. I don't need brightness. What is up, everybody? And what's up, people watching in future tense? This is a live tribe tea. That's basically when I read you guys' stories and give you guys advice live. So if you guys want to keep up with everybody in the chat, all you have to do is click on the live chat button. So sometimes I might space out and like look at different things. It's because I'm looking at the live chat. So if you guys want to know what we're talking about, make sure you click the live chat button. Right now, I'm just trying to find us a story to start with because I did start kind of late. What's up, everybody? I see you guys in the chat. I see y'all. I'm just trying to get my stuff together because your girl is lacking today. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. Well, I guess it's not a weekend for you guys. I guess it's the beginning of the week for you guys. So, yeah, I'm just trying to find a story right now because, girl, we need to get started. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. I see everybody in the chat. I'm dehydrated. Happy 21st birthday, whoever that was. So I'm about to get started. I'm sorry if some of you guys are like just now like flooding in. I did start late, so I'm just gonna get started. This first story is called "My Ex Tried to Get Her Girlfriend to Fight Me at Work." Y'all can't be showing up to people's jobs. Like, y'all cannot be showing up to people's jobs. Like, I feel like that is crossing the freaking line. Like, that is, like, the most ratchet shit. Like, showing up to somebody's job to beat their ass at work. You gonna mess with somebody's check. Like, you mess with somebody's check, you putting yourself on the line to, like, get shot or beat up. Like, die. Like, some people don't play about stuff like that. You trying to embarrass somebody once and then you end up losing your damn life. Girl. Let me know when you guys are ready. Are y'all ready? Because I'm ready. This is a long one, too. Y'all ready? I don't know what this is. Ew, I know what this is. I don't know what this is. Okay, here we go. Hey, Naja. I just wanted to tell you I love you and I've been watching your videos for some years now. Well, thanks, sis. I appreciate the constant support. Please ignore misspellings and grammar because I suffer from dyslexia. Okay, I'll give you a break. I'll put away my grammar police badge and my vest and, you know, I'll put it away. That's fair, you know. For privacy reasons, I'm going to change the characters' names except for mine. My name is India and I'm 17 years old, getting ready to be a senior. Well, now that kind of makes sense how you got people showing up at people's jobs trying to square up because y'all are in high school. Like, now it makes sense. Okay. I started dating this girl named Lisa back in 9th grade. Everything was cool, but of course we started having issues and things like that. But we ended up dating for about 3 years. Anyway, we recently broke up because I can't trust her anymore, and trust is really special to me because I'm insecure and don't have the best experience with relationships. Anyway, when we broke up, we decided not to be one of those lame couples that have a bad breakup and bash each other on social media, but that wasn't the case at all. About 3 days later, she was dating someone that she had cheated on me with. I honestly didn't care because we weren't even together, and that just seemed desperate to me. But I will say, me and her have been working together for about a year now, and everything has been cool up until this day. So basically, you were dating this girl, and y'all ended up getting a job together while you guys were dating, which I do not suggest anybody do. I heard dating and working with somebody is a lot, especially if you guys are having a rocky relationship. And like, I could just imagine like the atmosphere for your coworkers, like, ugh. But here, okay. So basically it started with the girl she had been dating, who was 21, hit me in my DMs telling me to stop texting Lisa. I honestly went off and started arguing with her because Lisa has always made it seem like I was the problem when it would be Lisa trying to do sexual things with me. Sis, why isn't she blocked? Why isn't Lisa blocked, sis? Like, why is Lisa even having a window of communication to even set up a situation. Like, you need to block her immediately. Any type of fake number she tried to hit you up on, block it. Block her on social media. Like, what is the issue? I don't get it. Anyways, I didn't understand what the fuck a 21-year-old would want with a 17-year-old, but go off, sis, that part. But one night we were working and Lisa's girlfriend called and seen me in the background working and then got upset. It was kind of weird because she had already knew that we worked together, but she started texting me, telling me she was going to pull up to my job and fight me just because Lisa wouldn't leave me alone. I tried telling her woman to woman, but she would never seem to listen. She told Lisa she was outside and that she would wait for me when I clocked out. She had a car full of girls with her also. This is even worse because at first I was like, okay, it makes sense. She pulled up at the job because y'all are teenagers. This is a grown-ass woman. This woman can freaking rent a car. Like, this woman can buy alcohol. This is a grown-ass woman about to beat up. Like, let's break it down to the bare minimum. This is a grown-ass woman about to beat up a child because this child used to date a child that a grown-ass woman is dating. You can't even be woman to woman in this situation. This is girl to woman right now. This is child to woman because, like, what the fuck is wrong with these? Like, what is wrong? Someone talking about the ghetto, sue. Right, like, I would be like, bitch, please pull up. Please pull up and beat my ass. I will sue the shit out of you. Like, that was me when I was her age. When I was 17 and grown-ass bitches used to try me, I'd be like, bruh, please put your hands on me, bruh. Because so I can get the satisfaction of fighting your ass back and suing you. Because you can't hit no fuck. Like, you're 21 years old. Like, what? Somebody said she's going to beat her up and get that child abuse charge. Exactly. Like, girl. And then you got a whole bunch of bitches with you. You scary as fuck. You brought a whole bunch of bitches with you to beat up a 17-year-old? Girl. Maybe you should try to get a job. Maybe you should be fucking working there too. Because you got way too much time on your hands. Anyway, I wasn't really afraid because if anything, I would press charges. I know that's right, bitch. I know that's right. Okay. So, but the whole time, Lisa was just letting it happen. My manager overheard me cursing Lisa out and asked what's wrong. I told her in front of Lisa, and Lisa said if I wasn't running my mouth, none of this would have happened. When she said that, it all made sense, and it really did hurt, but what could I do? Fast forward about 45 minutes, and I walk outside to my car, and no one is there. I later found out they ended up leaving because Lisa told them I would press charges. When I got to my car, I seen that they had keyed my car, but them dumb bitches didn't realize that they were on camera. I was about to say, sis, I know your job got security footage of the parking lot. Ooh, bitch, that's vandalism. You getting a vandalism charge. What? And there's most likely footage of them standing outside trying to fight you. Like, jail is where that they are going. Like, oh my, I really hope that you, like, went to the full extent with these bitches. Like, I really hope you did. I really hope you fucked their life up. Like, I really do. I tried talking to Lisa about these things, and she said everything was my fault and was pretty much letting her girlfriend get away with what she did. I also forget to mention that Lisa told me she was only dating her to get over me, and also she would get upset when she seen me talking to other people. I don't know what to do. I'm a mix of emotions. I don't want to quit my job because it pays great, but at the same time, I can always work as a waitress somewhere else. I still care about Lisa even though all the BS she put me through. Do you think I should quit my job and forget about her totally or what? Yes. I've been thinking about this for 2 days and I'm honestly confused. Anyways, thanks girl for listening to my crazy life. Love you always. Okay. Sis, look here. Let that bitch go. And then at first I was going to be like, leave your job, quit your job, and you were like, oh, but it pays well. But then you said you were a waitress. Girl, you gonna make tips anywhere. You're a server, like, depending on how much experience you have, like, bro, you can get a job anywhere. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, you're young. Exactly. You're young, quit, move on. Like, that's it. Block her everywhere. Get over her. She's just using you. She's using that other grown-ass bitch. Like, just leave her be. Somebody said, I ain't quitting my money. Well, obviously, if you knew how to move from one job to the next, I'm about to show some of y'all how to do that because some of y'all kind of confused in these comments. What you do is you stay at the job that you don't like, and then you actively apply for other jobs, go on interviews, and then when you get a start date for the newer job, then you quit your old job. Just helping y'all out because some of y'all don't know how to quit and get a new job apparently. It's not leaving your bag. You are elevating your bag, and you are getting your bag at an environment that isn't going to be causing you stress, isn't going to have bitches pulling up on you, because now these bitches know what your car look like. They know where you work. They know your hours because they girl work there. Like, your safety is at risk at this point. Like, and all they're going to be doing is ticking down that clock until you turn 18 years old. Like, I'm trying to save you, sis. I'm trying to save you, sis. I'm trying to save you. Bianca said, woo child, the common sense. I know, but common sense ain't so common no more, and I gotta help people out. Someone said, my mom just got done doing that too. I learned from the greatest. Right, that's the only way you can keep that money flow. That's pretty much it. But yeah, my advice to you is leave that girl the fuck alone. Get a new job. Like, it's just not worth it. It really isn't. Block her everywhere. So now I'm going to read what some of you guys are saying in this chat. Action said common sense was spent up on Lisa. I guess so, bruh. I guess so. Save my girls. Can't be out here. Right. You need to sue. I'm trying to tell you, you need to sue. Right. I would be taking that footage and sending it like out. Girl. Someone said it's hard sometimes because jobs grill you. Why do you want to leave? Look, this is something that I had to learn in life too when I was younger. You do not owe these employers nothing. Strive to own your own business. Okay? Strive to be your own boss. And I know that there are some people in this world that's just not what they want to do, and they do like being working for another company. But usually when they like working for another company, they believe in that company. That company treats them well. It pays them well, and they're not going to want to leave. When you working at, for example, working at Ratchet Corp, I had them call me, hey, why are you leaving? That's none of your fucking business. Like, I do not own Ratchet Corp. I do not strive to be the prime candidate at Ratchet Corp. It doesn't matter. You do not owe anybody shit. You don't, because at the end of the day, that's their business. That's their place of business and not yours. You do not sign checks for nobody. Like, don't beat yourself up. If you are not happy working somewhere, actively apply somewhere else. Once you get the job for sure, once they give you a start date, then you quit your job, and it is what it is. Like, or if you give them a 2 weeks notice if you're working in like a corporate style setting so you can get some bread, you know, but just saying. All right, I'm gonna read a little bit more of these chats, and then I got another story, and ironically it's called The Bitch Keyed My Car, and we just keying cars today, I guess, but damn. Jobs delete footage daily, weekly, or monthly, but it's still there. Right, like, I really hope that she stepped on top of it and, like, got the footage immediately. Someone said get a restraining order now. Someone said I could never argue with a child. I'm 21 too. Bruh, I'm trying to tell you, I don't... Key and car story. Who resorts to key and cars, though? Like, what the fuck? Look, I don't know. Bitches is stupid. Bitches is crazy. Like, I don't see how people can vandalize shit that they don't pay for. Like, but again, childish-ass behavior is just childish. I couldn't even imagine beefing with a 17-year-old. That's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Like, bruh, who? Like, y'all are on that dumb juice. All right, are y'all ready for me to start this second story? It's called This Bitch Keyed My Car, but it was my karma. So basically, this was your karma and she keyed your car for it. So you did something to her and then she came up and keyed your car. Girl. All right. Hey Naja, please keep me anonymous. This happened to me when I was 27 years old. I don't need advice or anything since I definitely learned the hard way that karma is very real, and this is more so a message to the tribe to not do what I did. I was very dumb in thinking I could get away with this, so here we go. Girl, I feel like I just stepped into a movie, bitch. I'm like, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Okay, back when this happened, I was in the very early stages of dating a guy I met online. I lived alone, had my own apartment in the outskirts of a major city, and was trying to meet new people. Let's call this guy Beanie. Beanie's birthday was approaching, and he invited me to his bowling place, lounge, restaurant. to come hang with him and some of his friends to celebrate. Right across the street from the place, there was only street parking. Beanie and his friends were already inside. While I was circling around trying to find parking, I found a spot and didn't see any signs that said you could not park. Keep in mind, there are at least 15 cars parked along the street in front of me and maybe like 3 cars behind me. As I'm walking up and looking at the cars in front of me, I see that some people were given tickets and some people were not. I was so confused because there was literally no sign. So why did some cars have a ticket and some didn't? Shouldn't all of them have a ticket? Well, usually it's like if the parking lot is for a place of business, like if it's right by a place of business and you are not going into that business, they can give you a ticket. But if they are in the place of business, then you can't really get in trouble. Somebody said, could they get a recap? Okay, so basically what this story is going on is old girl was trying to meet this boy that she met off of a dating app, and she was going to meet him, and she tried to park her car, and some cars had tickets, some cars didn't. And I'm just saying it all depends on, like, you don't need a sign really. But anyway, here's where I made the mistake. I removed the ticket off of the car in front of me's windshield and placed it on my windshield. What? So if an officer came by again, they would see I already have a ticket and keep it moving. I know, very dumb. What? Where is the logic, sis? Like, what? You do realize when they make out a ticket that they put the details of that car, and they can look it up and see if the ticket is associated with that. Like, that's associated with that person's registration, their plates, everything. And then you put that on your car. Sis, obviously. And then another thing, these aren't cops that are giving out tickets. These are like the meter maid type ticket people. Like, they don't got shit else to do but to do shit like that. Like, trust me, my grandma used to be one of those when we lived in New York. And she was just petty for no fucking reason. Like, girl, exactly. The ticket has your VIN and license. Exactly. Like, okay, don't do this, y'all. Listen to her. Do not do this. Please do not do this. This is like the dumbest shit. I'm going to do a quick little, I was thinking of doing a story time about this, but I really didn't want to because, like, I'm low-key tired of talking about this person. But quick story time. I'm not going to take away from this girl's story. It just reminded me of some stupid shit that I did. And the statutes of limitations are up, so it's no longer a felony, so don't come for me. But basically, an old friend of mine, an old best friend, y'all could probably tell who it is. I'm just tired of talking about their ass. An old best friend of mine got kicked out of their house, and they were trying to put up this facade to their parents that they were doing good when they was literally just like being a bum. But they tried to do a facade to their parents that like they were doing good out here and shit. And they weren't, and like they were living with like some stripper or some shit. And well, they lived with 2 strippers. The second stripper was actually really cool. I fucked with her. I saw her at the mall the other day. Like, she's really fucking cool. But this is when that person was living with like this one stripper in like Section 8 housing, and this person was trying to play it off to their family that they were doing good on their own when they weren't. So they got a letter in the mail that this person's registration hadn't been paid for, and I'm mad at y'all guessing who the person is in the comments. I'm not putting no pronouns, so y'all can just do whatever y'all want to do. But yeah, so this person did not pay for their registration, and this person was telling me like, I don't know what to do. Oh my God, this is so bad. They were like, I don't know what to do and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, shit, I mean, just pay for it. And they're like, I don't have any money. But meanwhile, this person is smoking weed. This person had a whole sugar daddy. He wasn't trying to do shit because this is before the sugar daddy's wife knew about this person. So there was a period where the sugar daddy's wife knew about this person and was okay with this person, but this was before that. So this person was short on money, and this person came up with the idea of, let's go and steal somebody's registration sticker that is the same date of birth as this person and put it on this person's car. And I was like, friend, look. I was like, friend, look, no, like, this ain't cool, friend. Like, no, like, because like like Action said with the whole ticket thing, like it's connected to a VIN number, it's connected to this person's car. A cop is gonna scan your shit and is gonna find out, like, look, this ain't gonna work. Like, you get what I'm saying. But look. So we went out into the deep of the night. Like, we went out at like 2 in the fucking morning, looking everywhere for a freaking registration sticker that was this person's birth month. So we finally found one, and this person took it off and ran and put it on their car. So their mom and dad were not getting on them about the registration or whatever. And then I noticed it had been going on for like 2 weeks of this person driving around with somebody else's sticker. And I was telling this person, like, bro, like, if they pull you over or they scan your shit, you're done. Like, you are done. Like, you're done. And then, in the fashion of my friendship with this person usually would go down, this person would lie and lie and lie and lie and lie, and then finally, boom, it just blows up. Your spot's blowed up. The parents know. Everybody know. Like, it was a hot-ass mess. But yeah, I've definitely done some shit like that before. I just didn't want to make a full story time about it. But it was a hot-ass mess, and you could definitely get in trouble for that. Like, definitely get in trouble. What we did was a whole freaking felony, because I looked it up. Like, I looked it up, and that's why I was like, yo, I'm not about to be a part of this. I'll be your lookout, but I'm not touching it. I'm not putting it on your car. Like, so statutes of limitation up in the state of Florida, so that's why I just said it. But now that the statutes of limitations are up, I don't even feel the need to make no more story times with this, about this person or with this person in there, because that's just dead. But I just thought that was interesting, because she said she just did some shit on that level. So I was too much of a ride or die, bruh. I was way too much of a ride or die. Like, I'm way more selective of who I let get me out myself now, because, bruh, no. Everybody's talking about jail. All right, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. I got high crackhead energy. I used to have very high crackhead energy. Like, what was I doing? Like, Jay said, get on with the story. I felt like I was in like a comedy club, and like I'm laughing on stage and nobody is talking, and then Jay is just in the back. Get on with the fucking story. Nobody cares. Okay, I'm gonna get on with the story. Hold on. Let me drink some water. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. All right, I'm back. Okay. She said she knew what she did was very dumb. I go inside, have fun with Beanie and his friends. Now it's about 1 a.m. and Beanie and his friend asked me for a ride home. How the fuck did they get there? Why do they need you to drive them home? But okay. When we walk up to my car, you guessed it, the original car in front of me whose ticket I had taken was gone. The ticket on my windshield was gone, and the whole passenger side was keyed in 3 long stripes. What did you do to deserve all of that, though? Like, what did you do to deserve all of that? I'm so confused. So this person got mad because you took the ticket off? I'm so confused why they did that. I was like, oh my God, WTF. The original car must have already known they had the ticket, and when they saw it missing, they must have searched all the cars. I found theirs on my car, got pissed, and keyed my car. Beanie and his stupid friend were like, ooh, damn, all laughing about it. I couldn't be that shocked, but it honestly, and I know it was karma rearing its ugly end, but dang, couldn't they have just left me a FU note? Right, that's why I'm just like, bruh, like, why'd they key your shit over that? I understand why they were so angry, because unpaid parking tickets can result in not being able to register your car, and even a bench warrant for your arrest. For a minute there, I almost wanted to find out who did it, but I couldn't remember their license plate, and there were no cameras around back then. If I went after them and found them and technically had no proof I took the ticket, but technically I had no proof they keyed my car. I took Beanie and his friend home. From then on out, I'm very aware of karma, and what goes around comes around. I still drive the same car till this day, and I never bothered to fix the scratches because I truly feel I deserve that shit. Girl, if you don't go buffer them bitches out, because they were being very petty and very dramaed out. Like, I feel like that's like a tick for tat, but it's not even a appropriate tack. Like, you literally did something like this, and then they responded like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, anyway. Thank you for reading. I've been on your channel since you had 10K. Damn, sis. Awesome content. P.S. I'm 33 now. Yes, I know, the grandma of freaking YouTube. Girl, you are still young. Like, get out of here talking about you the freaking grandma of YouTube. You are still young, sis. Don't do yourself like that, sis. Like, don't do it. But y'all, I don't feel like that was necessary. I don't feel like you deserve that. I don't feel like that was your karma. Like, I really don't. I really don't. Let me see what you guys have to say in the comments. I would have left a note saying you thought. Right, I would have just left a note too. I'm 29, so does that make me a grandma? No, you're not a grandma. You guys are not grand people. You're still young. Like, we still got college debt. Like, if you're a boomer, then you're a grandma. But come on now. But you never know how someone is. This is why you don't try strangers. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. I'm a whole auntie on YouTube, right? I'm an auntie too, apparently. Like, I'm almost on auntie level. Give me like 5 more years. Get the car totaled out, something. Damn, right? Like, damn. Someone said they love my channel. They always dance like a crackhead. Well, thanks, dude. All right, this next story is called Florida Men Are Trash. Let me know when you guys are ready. I don't care what anybody says. Like, this is a really good brand of water. It may be cheap, but it tastes good, man. It tastes real good. Y'all ready? Okay. All right. Hey, Naja. I feel like I needed to share some fuck shit with someone who doesn't know me personally. I'm a 26-year-old female, and I'm a Leo. A few days ago, my married friend decided to tell me he was in love with me. Oh, wow. Okay. It all started back in high school. We were friends. I've always been the flirty type, but never crossed any lines because he had a girlfriend. We eventually lost contact and crossed paths about a year later and became really good friends. We would text late nights since we both worked the graveyard shift or just chill and do couple crap. The entire time he had a girlfriend. Yes, I know I'm awful, but they were pretty much on the verge of breaking up. We were hanging out so much I became his mom's favorite person, and his entire circle was trying to convince him to leave his girl for me. Girl, this is a whole mess. Like, Eventually, she started getting suspicious and pretty much told me I was being inappropriate, so what do? I slept with him. Girl, why? Why? They ain't even broke up and you sleeping with this man. Like, what happened to I was flirty? Right, pretty much breaking up. Right, like, girl, something ain't right. And his family ain't shit for that. Like, he leaves her and we start talking more than just friends. So y'all had sex first and then decided, okay, now let's start being flirty and shit. Like, what? We ended up not taking it to the boyfriend-girlfriend level because we weren't ready. Were y'all not ready, or was he not ready? Because this just... and the fact that you said Florida man, I dated a few. Girl. Okay. Fast forward, he meets this girl who is super amazing. They have been together for about 5 years. He asked me if I thought it was a good idea for him to pop the question, which I did, because I want nothing but the best for my friends. Girl, you slept with him. Shit is weird now. Like, they ended up getting married, and I went to the wedding. Okay, y'all, how would y'all feel if your significant other's ex, or your significant, somebody who has had sex with your significant other, do you feel like it is inappropriate for them to be at the wedding? I want you guys' opinions. I want you guys' opinions. Somebody said, hell no. They said, hell nah. The answer is no. Someone said I'd have to slap them. No. Woo child the ghetto, right? Like, what are you doing here? No. Yes, it's weird. Exactly. Like, no. Okay, so I'm not tripping. I'm not being insecure because I just needed to check because, look, because, like, it'd be different if it was like a co-parent situation. Like, if there's a kid involved and there's a co-parent situation, obviously, if there's a child involved, y'all have had to have sex at some point. But if y'all don't got no ties to you, right, plays international players, exactly, because no, He gets her pregnant. I went to the baby shower. Girl, you are being intrusive. I am so sorry. You are being so intrusive. His wife must be a real one. Like, she must be very, like, very confident, like a very confident woman, because, like, I would see you as being an intrusive nuisance. Like, that's just how I would have viewed you if I knew my husband smashed his best friend when they were adults. Like, it's not even like y'all hooked up in high school on some kiddie shit. Like, y'all were adults and hooked up. Like, I would not be okay with that. Like, I would not be okay with that. I saw photos from the second shower I wasn't invited to and made a joke that I felt unloved for not being invited. Girl, you are overstepping boundaries. That's when he proceeded to tell me not to do that because he does love me and never stopped. He proceeded to tell me he wished he would have pursued me more, but it is what it is. Like, no sir, we are not doing this today, demon spawn. Moral of the story, these Florida guys are just garbage and his wife deserves better. Thanks for reading this, and I can't wait to watch your channel grow. Girl, okay, look. You cannot put all the blame on him because you are a constant character in their romance story. Like, it's not just him. You tripping too, sis. You need to let that man go. That's not your best friend no more. I'm so sorry about it. That's just a dude who you smashed, and his family likes you. Like, bruh, like, no. It's like, you know how people be like, how they parents be talking about their exes and stuff and they love their exes, but they're like, mom, dad, I moved on. You're that girl. Like, come on, sis. Like, I'm gonna need you to move on. Leave this boy alone. Like, I'm really gonna need you to move on from him. He had started a whole family. You over here still trying to be the side piece to now a married woman. You showing up at the baby shower. You showing up at the wedding. You know his family talking shit because they messy as hell. Like, you basically said that they messy. Like, his family messy as shit because every girl he get with, they always like, oh, you need to date so-and-so and not this girl. Like, his family messy. You know they was talking shit and whispering and a keying at the wedding and the baby shower. Like, this whole situation is just embarrassing. Boundaries are being stepped over. You need to chill. Like, because it's a two-way street. You can't say this dude's just hitting you up. You are giving him something to work with. Like, cut that shit out. Like, cut it out. I'm about to read what some of you guys are saying in this chat. Someone said, I hope he is not cheating on his wife with a new girl. I doubt it because he getting all the attention he need from sis. She needs to move on, but he's taking advantage of the fact she's still in love, to be honest. That's the thing. She's trying to make it seem like he is still in love with her and she does not give a fuck. When in fact, I feel like y'all both are feeding into the bullshit and it needs to stop. Someone said he's emotionally cheating too. Definitely emotionally cheating. And I don't even know why he wasted his wife's time by marrying her and having a child. Somebody said they both messy as hell. Somebody else said talking about I feel unloved. Right, like that was pretty manipulative. Like, you didn't get invited to one thing and be like, I'm unloved. Like, that was low-key manipulative, sis. Confusion has entered the chat. Why are you so obsessed with me? Bless. Oh my god, this one is long. Okay, this one is long, but I feel like I can give them advice from the last paragraph that they just sent me. And the beginning of the sentence that she said, this one is like really, really long. Like I'm talking like would at least take like 30 to 40 minutes. But basically, let me see, could I be able to, no, yeah, this will definitely take like, here, I'm about to show it to you guys without showing you, can I even do that? No, I can't because the way the camera is. But basically, I don't know if y'all can see this, but yeah, it's still going. But I looked at the last paragraph, and I feel like just from this, I'll be able to let her know what she should do. So basically, she says, so tribe, I want to know if I'm being a bad friend for keeping my distance from negativity. She said she's most likely going to be in the live to answer some questions, but sis, I feel bad because like I want to give everybody a chance, but this is like literally so long, and I know it's going to take up a lot of time, and I don't want to end it on just reading 3 stories. You know what? I'm going to do you a solid, and I'm going to read yours next week, because I would feel bad if I just said fuck it, you know. But in short, you're not a bad person for cutting people off if you feel like they're negatively impacting your life. Like, it just is what it is. You need to protect your own energy and, like, do you, sis. This one is called... It's my ex got me... Ooh, bitch. My ex got me locked up in the loony bin. Ooh, this plant, bitch. Somebody said that was a Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, tribe tea, blessed. But this one is called My Ex Got Me Locked Up in the Loony Bin. Let me know when you guys are ready. This one is long too, but not as long as the other one I just saw. Who we need to sue? Nitro, you are just like me, bruh. Like, anytime something goes down, I'm like, okay, I need to call my lawyer. Who I'm about to sue? Because that's what we not about to do. Like, you are just like me, bruh. I swear. Like, that's exactly. I'd be like, I am ready to sue. Who do we need to get fined? Like, what? I don't even do let me speak to the manager. I just be like, oh, okay, bet. Sued. Okay. Let me start. All right. Hey Naja, I love your videos and your unfiltered opinion. Thanks, sis. So, someone said, what is your moon? My moon is in Aquarius. Anyway, so with that being said, I'll jump right into the story. Sorry if it starts off bumpy, but I promise it gets better. I was in a relationship with my ex for 4 years when it started to become rocky. He used me like an Uber driver without the pay. Oh, hell no. At the time, I was in my 3rd year of college, and we were at the beginning of finals week. We had seen each other the night before and got into an argument which led me breaking up with him. His name is Elijah. Yes, I'm using his real name because he's a dick. Okay. The next day, I went to work early in the morning and saw that he texted me during my shift and called me once. The text didn't warrant a response because all it said was hey, and naturally, I was still pissed off, so I didn't respond. Then I received another text from a strange number that only said, Nikki, hi, but I didn't respond because what the fuck? I didn't know who was texting me and why they were so weird about it. I already have all my friends' numbers saved, so I knew it wasn't one of them. Before I continue, I should mention that I'm clinically diagnosed with MDD and anxiety, so it's not rare for my family to check up on me, but that day wasn't one of those days when I needed it. I received a text from Elijah calling her saying that I wasn't answering him and he was worried I was suicidal. Basically, this man called her mom and was like, I don't know what MDD is either. Maybe somebody in the chat can inform me and everybody else, but I feel like that's grimy. Just because he can't get in contact with you, he's gonna call your mom and say that you're trying to like commit. Like, that's kind of fucked up. My mother told me to respond to her by 7:30 p.m. or else she'd call the cops, which is a safety measure she usually takes if she hasn't heard from me in a while. Within 5 minutes of reading her text, before I could respond, I got a phone call. A deep voice on the line said, "Hi, is this Nicole K?" I immediately replied with yes, and the man said, This is the public safety of blank college. We got a phone call from a family friend saying you were going to harm yourself and you're not responding to anyone. Are you in your dorm? What the fuck? I would have been so pissed. Wow. Please remain in your room until we reach you. He hung up on your girl, and all I could do was roll my eyes. A bitch just wanted to take a nap in peace, damn. No more than 2 minutes later, there was a loud knock on my door, and my roommate nearly fell off her bed. She answered the door, and they kicked the poor girl out the room so they could speak with me in private. They asked if I had a history with depression and blah, 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 and I just told them make the answer no. I declined to speak to campus counselors because I felt it was unnecessary. They told me my options were to go voluntarily or go involuntarily or be suspended from school until I spoke to a professional. How are they going to suspend you from school? Like, he really went to this length to get you cased up just because you would not talk to him. I don't know what state you live in, but like in Florida, we have this thing called Baker acting. And I think I've spoken about this in other tribe teas and stuff like that. But it's basically when a neighbor or a family member or a close friend or a significant other can contact authorities and have you Baker acted if you are a harm to yourself or a harm to others. And they don't ask no questions or nothing, bitch. They will just come over there, pick you up, and then transfer you to the fucking loony bin. Like, period. That's it. And then you got to sit there for like maybe like 2 weeks and get your shit together. Like, they do not care. I'm mad he said sue we mama. I'm so done with y'all. So the whole ride, so basically she's going to the place. The whole ride, all I could do was cry. Not because I was depressed, but because I was pissed off. And I totally feel that. Yeah, they make you sit there for 2 weeks until they feel like you're good. But anyway. So I see the doctor and I told him I'm so angry that I'm crying to prevent myself from punching someone. Long story short, I spent about a week in the hospital drugged up. And for a person who was so concerned about my well-being, not once did my ex come to visit me or call. Wow. Remember that random number that texted me at the beginning of the story? I found out that it was one of his female friends, which further put a bad taste in my mouth and made me feel like they planned it together. By the way, did I mention I found out they were dating no less than a month after the situation occurred? Coincidence? I think the fuck not. I would have fought this bitch. I would have been so pissed. Like, y'all over here conspiring to get me put in a damn loony bin. Are you serious? Wow. This situation ended up having a snowball effect. My GPA dropped so low that I got kicked out of my business school because I couldn't pick my grades back up. I had to write an appeal, which they accepted, but my grades still didn't improve enough during my probationary period. I'll be moving to Palm Bay, Florida mid-August. I knew you were in Florida, sis, because that's the only thing that would make sense, where it's just like how they just didn't really get any doctors or anything involved, how the cops showed up and took you, because that's what they do when they Baker act you. The cops actually get you. The cops have to play psychiatrists, and they come and they get you and they transport you. So that makes sense to me, how they got you like that and just put you up in there just on some he said, she said shit. Like, but she said, this one thing he did really has all aspects of my life effed up right now. He has me effed up in every direction, sis. North, east, south, west, and around the corner. I thought I was over everything since it's been over a year now, but the other day I saw somebody walking on the street who looked like him, and I was ready to hop the curb to plow him down. So my question is, how do I truly heal and move on? Is this hatred I still feel valid, or am I being an overly sensitive Cancer? I'm still ready to fight him on sight for what he did. Yes, I accepted responsibility for things I could control, but I feel like the situation made it 10 times harder, so I couldn't catch up. The only good thing that came out of this is my ongoing treatment for my depression. Has someone ever done you so dirty you could never get over it? If this does make it to a tribe tea, I apologize if it was long, and thank you for reading it and giving your greatly appreciated advice, Nicole. Okay, Nicole, look. He had you fucked up. And I'm not trying to minimize that. He definitely had you fucked up. But have you, when it was relevant, did you ever talk to him about it? Like, did you ever say, like, hey, like, were you genuinely concerned? Or did you set me up? But now that so much time has passed, I don't really know if it's necessary to confront him at this point. Like, it's been too long. Like, it's been way too long. Like, it's gonna take time for you to get over it. Some people like confrontation and, you know, squashing it and like moving on, but some people just need time and to leave people alone. Like me, I'm the type of person where, like, if somebody has done me wrong, like really wrong, like, I'll just separate myself from you. I won't talk to you. I don't need no closure by talking to you, because it all starts with yourself. Forgiveness is a personal thing. Like, the way that you're over here stressing and like reminiscing and like, he had me so fucked up. He's not even thinking about it. There's a chance he probably doesn't even remember that he did that. There's a chance he probably doesn't even know to the extent of what he did, you know? Like, he's gonna get his. You just need to work on you, work on forgiveness within yourself, because revenge and all that shit is just hurting you. But I'm gonna read what you guys are saying in the chat. Someone said, I understand, sis. Fight on site and sue with emotional distress. I mean, yeah, I feel like it's a little too late to sue, though. It's been a minute. I don't know. Let's see, what else? What else do you guys? Someone said, I believe in karma. I know that's right. I bet he won't care how cruel he was. Maybe not. Success is the best revenge. I know that's right. Someone said, I feel bad for her. Like, damn, right. I don't know. I just feel like you just have to heal within yourself. Like, you can't be trying to seek revenge and doing all that shit. Like, you just need to heal within yourself. It takes a lot of time. It's only been a year. Like, it took me around, like, after I got stabbed in the back pretty bad, it took me like 2 years to fully like get over it. Like, it took me like 2 years to fully get over all of that shit. Like, it takes time. But I'm going to move on to the next story. Oh, this one is long as shit. I think I'm going to save this for another one, because we're getting down at the 10-minute mark and I want us to read at least 2 more stories. So here, let me just mark this as unread. Oh, what is this? Ooh, this one is called Burning and Robbing in Atlanta. Let me know when y'all are ready. Oh my God. Y'all are trifling. Right, Hotlanta. Hotlanta. Not STDs have entered the chat. Y'all need to stop. All right. I'm gonna start. Hey Naja, it's me, Brahma, writing again about my drama-filled family. I wrote to you last time about my sister Lisa and her situationship with Leroy. I think I remember that one. Is that the one where like Leroy was like hitting on people and shit, and like there were all these kids involved? I remember your story. Do y'all remember that story? There was like all them kids involved, and like they was taking your money. Like, I remember you, sis. I remember you. Thanks so much to you and the whole tribe for all the advice. Just want to let you know, we do talk sometimes, but she still hasn't paid me back. That trifling ass girl ain't about to pay you back, sis, and you know it better than anybody. She ain't about to pay you back. Trifling. Like, oh my God. The situation I have going on now is with Lisa's oldest daughter, Tiny. Tiny just turned 22 in June, but she is living way too fast. Please give some advice. When Tiny was a sophomore in high school, she started dating a freshman named Tip. Girl, you... Girl. And they stayed together throughout high school. I never liked Tip. Tiny had a job as early as 8th grade, and when she graduated high school, she was going to college and working full-time. Tiny had a car by her junior year of high school, too, but Tip never did any of that. Tip still hasn't even passed his GED test, even though he was in 2 programs for free GED classes. There are just some people that just don't care. Like, and he is one of them. Like, you get all the resources in the world, and you just do not give a damn. Like, come on now. Like, to make matters worse, Tip treated Tiny like doo-doo. Tip always cheated on her with other girls. He has 2 children by 2 other women during their 6-year relationship. What the... Since Tip never used protection, he also gave Tiny gonorrhea once and chlamydia twice, as well as 2 bouts of crabs. All this in only 2 years. Look, I'm not a gynecologist, okay? But I just know having that many things back to back cannot be good for your reproductive system. She's only 22. She's only a year younger than me. Like, she is young. Like, what? Like, I know that has to do something to your reproductive cycle. Like, wow. Like, he's not worth it, sis. Tip's mom had to pay for Tiny to get treated for those STDs, and after the second bout of chlamydia, Tiny finally broke up with him. Well, that's good. I'm glad, because, I mean, it only took all this shit, like, but I'm glad she's out. She talked to this guy, Floyd, last year in 2018. Floyd was in the Army, was in school for IT, and had a car. Floyd kept saying that he didn't want a label on their relationship, and Tiny kept talking to Tip on the side. Eventually, she cut Floyd off and moved into Tip's mom's house in March. Y'all, look. Nobody's ever too old for an ass whipping, bro. Nobody is too old for an ass whipping. I could go to my, she need her ass whooped. She just need a grown woman ass beating. I know she grown. She 22. She making her own decisions and shit. She need a grown woman ass whipping. Like, where's the grandmama in y'all family function? Cause she needs her ass beat. Cause, girl. Now here's why I need advice. Tip was robbing small corner stores for money along with his brothers. He was getting away with it until they robbed several people for credit cards and were caught on camera. They fled the state in Tiny's car, and she was stranded to get to and from work. Tiny was asking me to help her with rides, but my boyfriend was telling me to stay out of the situation. Well, Tiny ended up losing her full-time job. Now she is asking me for money to help her get her car, Uber, and also to help Tip's mom with bills until Tip gets back from being on the run. Don't do it, sis. You are always giving people in your family that do not deserve it help. These people are grown. Stop giving people in your family money. You are an empath. You are a good freaking person. I feel you. But sis, stop giving these bums money. Okay? Stop it. Stop. Please stop. Get some help. Stop. Like, damn. Jesus. Please give me some advice. My boyfriend thinks I really need to stay out this drama, especially as Tiny didn't care when I had to press charges against Leroy's sister. No, Leroy last year. So that's her sister's boyfriend that was like putting his hands on her. Tiny also took Lisa's side and thought that I should have dropped charges against him. I really want to help my niece, but I don't want my boyfriend to think I am crazy or stupid. By the way, I am a 24-year-old Pisces and Tiny is a 22-year-old Gemini. Thanks so much, and I love your content. Girl, do not give her shit. She's going to use the fuck out of you. She's going to use you. She is going to milk you dry. She knows that you have a soft heart. She knows that you can forgive. She knows that you love taking care of people. She knows these things about you, and she is manipulating you. She's going to suck you dry. And as a Gemini, I will wholeheartedly say that about this bitch, bruh. Like, she will do it. She will fucking do it to you. Don't fall for it, sis. You need to stop giving these people your money. You are too much of a good soul, and I know that karma's coming back on you if it already hasn't, because, bruh, these people do not deserve you in their family. Like, period. Like, period. Somebody said, I love how she said when Tip gets, right. Someone said, don't do it and marry old dude, right? Because your boyfriend's a real one. Your boyfriend is a real one, because you're lucky that you have somebody in your corner like that, though. Like, telling you, like, hey, look, don't do this. Don't do it. Like, because they're taking advantage of you. It's good to have somebody like that in your corner, because these people will just take and take and take and take and take some more. Damn, this is long too, but I'm gonna read it anyway. What do you guys have to say about this story? Someone said my boyfriend is the same way. Gives and gives and gives. Right, just stop it. Someone said, nah, the girl did it to herself. She gonna dig herself out that one. I know, that's right. She grown. Like, come on now. She too grown. And then you're only 2 years older than her and you got your shit together. Like, she needs to get her shit together. And then I just thought about it. So you're 24, your niece is 22. That means your sister must be like significantly older than you. So, damn, you were giving money to your older sister who was significantly older than you. Like, girl, you remind me like so much of like myself in some ways, where it's like when you're the black sheep of the family and then like you just try to keep everybody afloat even if they don't fucking deserve the help. Like, you gotta snap out of that shit, sis. You gotta snap out of it. Snap out of it. Snap out of it, girl. I'm trying to find one more to read. Someone says she's the breadwinner of the family. Yeah, she is the breadwinner of the family. That's why I feel like they're so used to asking you for stuff, because they know that you're going to say yes, or you're at least going to think about it, you know? Okay, this is the last story, and it's called My Boyfriend Gives Away Free Money. Well, I'm gonna need you to give your boyfriend my email address, and we could talk about what my PayPal email is, and we can get it popping, because I love free money. So send it my way. Let me get some free money. I mean, it depends on what he be paying people to do. But it's free. Fuck it. It's free money. Send me some money. I would be so mad if my boyfriend was just giving out money. Like, I'd be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you could be spending that on me. What are you talking about? Like, what? So I get your frustration, sis. Someone's talking about hit my line. Right. Hit my line. What do you mean? Okay, let me start it. We don't have much time. Okay. Hey, Naja. I first want to say you're one of my favorite YouTubers, and I listen to your tribe teas every time I get ready. Well, I hope you're in the chat somewhere. What's up, girl? How you doing or whatever? But I would like some advice and to stay anonymous. So my boyfriend gives his... Okay, so basically, my boyfriend and I have been together for less than 5 years. We started dating a little after high school. We first met while working in a restaurant together, but finished college and now have careers in the medical field. But anyways, my boyfriend is the middle child and has 2 sisters. He is a very giving person and is a family-oriented man. He is willing to do anything for his family or siblings. Within the first year or 2 of us dating, he would always say he is broke and has no money, despite working full-time at a restaurant and was not going to college at the time. We both live with our parents, which means rent-free. Besides that, we pay for our own things. His older sister moved to a different state with her husband. She worked multiple jobs while going to school for an advanced degree. Her husband is a recovering drug addict who collects disability. He does not work due to an injury. How do you be on disability and you do drugs? Because I thought, like, I don't know if it's just a Florida thing or what, but, like, they drug test you when you're on disability, and if something pops up that you're not prescribed, you're done. Like, you're finito. Turns out he would help his older sister by sending her money to pay her bills and rent while she was still in school. I'm not sure how often he would send her money because I'm too scared to ask, but sometimes it would be a couple $100s. Other times he would send her less than $500 because she'd be... Okay, so this is the thing where I'm getting confused. Okay, I'm about to show y'all something. Okay. Y'all remember in math class in elementary school, and they had the little ticks like this, right? So right now, if the tick is right here and I'm standing here, that means the tree is greater than me, right? And if the tick were like that, it means I am greater than the tree, right? Well, she keeps putting the tick like this and then the number right here. So my brain keeps going less than 500, less than this, because that's how I'm used to seeing it, but I really think that she means greater than, and probably wasn't paying attention in class. I don't know, but I'm getting confused. I don't know if he sent his sister more than $500 or less than $500. I'm just gonna say around $500. Okay, sorry for the confusion, but had to take out class again real quick. But yeah, okay, anyway. So, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It would be less than. That's why I'm like, Brad, what the but I'm just gonna say around $500 because the ticks are, how do you never get that? The trick that they tell you in elementary school is that the mouth always eats the big number. Like, wouldn't you want to eat a big sum and not a smaller sum, you know? And then if you do the bracket and then one, it's like greater than or equal to. Like, y'all really was bad at math. Like, what is going on? Right, the alligator wants to bite the big one. How are y'all this bad at math? Like, what's going on here? I know some of y'all in school, too. Like, child, let me finish the story. So, this was all before we got our real jobs. That's why I'm writing. I understand that we should help our family if we are financially stable ourselves. I'm not going to tell him he can't help his older sister. My boyfriend and I recently started thinking about marriage, children, buying a house, or moving in together. My parents are strict and didn't let me move out until I became financially stable. The state we live in has a high cost of living. The point is, we are trying to save money. This past February, I went on a trip with his family to see his older sister and their newborn baby. Bruh, what I don't get is, if you know that your brother is paying for your school and you need your brother to pay for your rent, you need your brother to pay for your bills, and your boyfriend is on drugs and he on disability, why would you pop out a child? Thank you. Why have a baby? Why pop out a child? Why bring a child into that? Like, that's not fair to your brother at all. Like, each time, okay, so basically, sometimes after the trip, we started talking about how much money we have in the bank. Each time he told me the number was $5,000 less than what should be accounted for. He finally told me he lent his sister $5,000 when we were on our trip. He said, please do not mention this, but... Oh, yeah, wow. Okay, wow. All right, I asked him why. He said she needed it. I asked him, will she pay you back? He said yes, but I don't think she will pay him back. If she's already struggling, how will she afford to give it back? Well, she didn't want me to say these specifics, but basically, the sister is older than both of them, like significantly older than both of them, and he is supporting the sister. Now, at first, I was going to say, well, it's not free money because he's working towards his little sister's education, and, you know, it could be paid back. But then, when she just peeped to me how old this bitch is, and that, like, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. She is a grown-ass college graduate with a baby, a husband, and she just got a raise on her salary job. She's had a real career for a few years now. She knows that my boyfriend and I are trying to save, but my boyfriend still has this mindset that since he doesn't pay rent, he can just give his money away and help her. The more money he lends her, the more he can't save for himself, for us, for our future. But I am so frustrated because she only asked him for money. She doesn't ask her parents for help or her husband for help, or her husband's parents for help. I don't know how to approach the situation. He is very sensitive when it comes to his family and gets defensive if I bring it up. I told him that he can't give this type of money away if we got married. He told me that if we were married, he would ask me first because it would be our money and not only his. How do I approach this topic? Am I selfish for wanting him to save, not only for himself but for us? Should I keep reminding him to ask his sister for the $5,000 back? Should I tell his parents what happened? I don't know what to do, and I don't want to get married if he continues to make if he makes these choices. I grew up where if I needed help, I would go to my parents, not my younger sister. Same. I'm not used to this. Well, those ages you just showed me, that ain't your younger sister, bro. Like, maybe you're talking about, like, with you. You have a younger sister. But let me answer your questions one by one. How do I approach this topic? You need to approach him point blank, period. Approach him, period, and just be like, look, this ain't gonna work. Your sister is grown as hell. She has the money to support herself. And it's unnecessary for you to be sending her money when we're trying to save. Now, you said he's very family oriented and focused on his family. Tell him, if you want us to make a family, then you're gonna have to put this first. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, yes, your sister is your family, but I want to be a part of your family too someday. And as of right now, I feel like my family would be put in jeopardy because you are being an enabler to an adult that has money. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Then you said, am I selfish for wanting him to save not only for himself but for us? No, you are not selfish, because that's something that you both had talked about, that you wanted to save and move and start your own life together. So y'all are at an age where y'all, I mean, you told me not to say the ages on camera, so I won't. But y'all are at an age where, you know, that's usually when couples do move out and they live together. They, you know, like, so I don't feel like you're asking for too much. Then you said, should I keep reminding him to ask his sister for the $5,000 back? No, I feel like you shouldn't do that. I feel like you should just leave that between them. That's already money gone. She's not going to give it back to him. Like, he's not going to ask her to give it back just because of the type of person you just broke him out to be. Like, he's not going to ask her to do that. So I wouldn't even waste my breath trying to even do that. I don't know what to do, and I don't want to get married if he continues to make these choices. Have you told him that? I feel like it's very important that you be flat out with him and tell him, like, look, no, they're not in their freaking 40s. Chill, Dante. No. But I feel like that's very important. You need to tell him straight up, like, I don't want to get married if this is going to be the dynamics of our marriage. And even let him know that this is kind of hindering your relationship right now. You know, like, tell him, like, I don't want to get married to somebody who is going to rather let our family starve and help out another relative while we're starving. Like, that's not cool. But that's just my opinion. I feel like you should talk to him and be blunt and be upfront about that shit, because it's obviously bothering you and hindering your relationship. You also asked, should you tell his parents? I mean, if you want to, I don't see how that would change anything. But I mean, maybe if you're close with his people and you know that you would get a good reaction, like, maybe tell them. But if you think that they're just gonna think that you're trying to tear their family apart, then no, I would not tell them. But let me see what you guys are saying in this chat. Someone said dude's sister is probably in her early or mid 30s. They cannot financially prosper. It does not matter. The money needs to stay in the household. That part, right. Someone said leave him and take the rest of the money. I mean, it's not like they have a conjoined bank account. They have their own money. Someone said everybody goofy. They all goofy in this situation. Someone said I can't stand irresponsible people. It just won't work. Like, someone said he needs to grow up. This man is being used by true drug addicted. Right, because it's really hard for me to believe that the sister ain't on drugs too, and you just chilling with a drug addict on disability. Like, I don't know. Someone said it's super hard to save a man. Exactly. Like, you cannot be trying to be Captain Save a Dude, Captain Save a Eggplant Emoji, because, like, they're either gonna do stuff because they want to or they don't. That's why I feel like you need to communicate with him. Like, look, this is it. If this does not change, I will not be here, because this self-destructive behavior isn't gonna work. And then honestly, like, this would, if I were you, this would be a major red flag for me moving in with him, just to know, like, damn, you would rather be broke giving money to your sister than to pay these bills. Like, that's why I'm like, I don't know, that's a red flag to me. Like, because if it's like, if you're not good with money like that, I don't know, bruh. I really could not. I wouldn't be able to do it. But being concerned where his coins are going, right? Maybe she's spending all the money on drugs. That's what I think, because I don't see how somebody could be in a relationship with a drug addict for years and have kids with him and not be on drugs. Like, how would he cover the rent if he's giving his sister money? Exactly. That's my thing, where I'm just like, bruh, how can I trust you to, like, actually do what you're supposed to do? But that's pretty much it for the Tribe Tea today, guys. We kind of went over 3 o'clock, and I had to read off my iPad today. But thank you guys all for coming into the live chat and hanging out with me and spilling this tea and giving advice. Again, please go ahead and like this video. It helps me out a lot. I am still working on my new setup space. I just got in, like, a whole bunch of, like, LED lights and shit. Like, I'm super excited for what it's gonna look like. But yeah, as for right now, we still got the white wall and my plant. And So yeah, make sure you like this video. It helps me out a lot. Make sure that you guys comment any advice that you have for the people in the stories so that they can take something from it and apply it to their life, hopefully. And make sure, oh, I forgot to say this. Make sure that you guys check out my website. We still have a limited amount of Voodoo Tribe t-shirts. We're about to come out with some new designs as it gets colder. I know you guys have been asking for hoodies for about like 2 years now. So we're doing some hoodies with brand new designs on them. So it's not just going to say Voodoo Tribe. It's going to have brand new designs. I restocked on the faux septum rings. I restocked on a whole bunch of new accessories. And yeah, you guys should go and check them out. So enough of my shameless promo. I'm out this piece. We're going to have a story time tomorrow. And I think we're going to have like 2 skits. 2 or 3 skits this week. I've been busting my ass, bitch. I've been busting my ass, bitch. We got 2 or 3 skits coming out this week. Like, period. Period. I'm doing I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it, but all I know is that when I drop these skits, y'all better share the skits, okay? Because they're going to be funny, and, you know, I love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you have an awesome